Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's Wednesday and it's time to play some friendlies. Welcome everyone, welcome every fan of the correct version, correct playstyle Tetris. We are back with some action. We had quite interesting matches in like 3 days. Like 3 days ago on Sunday. Especially a certain Finnish player scored a nice score of 892,000 in second game of the match against the wrong version correct playstyle world champion Robin. Today MÖRKÖS is back, and yes, AVGEEK, welcome in this chat, welcome Furio42999, welcome JDH, welcome other wonderful people in this Wednesday. Yeah, MÖRKÖS went crazy. MÖRKÖS is also ready to play today, and I'm very curious how well he can do against James. James recently also made a statement in the server. That's it, I'm installing Fortnite. Is it an indication that MÖRKÖS wants to that James wants to challenge MÖRKÖS? We'll be able to find out in about few minutes. Hello Robin, welcome. Yeah, you maxed out that set, but yeah, how you maxed out, it's like yeah, I recommend watching this match, because yeah, it was kind of an interesting match. Yeah, so first match of the day, MÖRKÖS versus James. Then James stays with us for his second match against SHUICHI. And as you can see, each match of today has at least one American player. Third match of the day, around 2015 UTC, will be AVGEEK against ZOHASSADAR. And the final match of the day, on paper, probably one of the closest one, but maybe the players have something else to say. AVGEEK versus Robin. Yeah, so we have 4 matches today, and yeah, I'm curious what the players have prepared for us. Let's see if the players are already live. James saying you maxed out poet style. Yeah. Okay, it looks like our players are live, so let's switch then to the players. And MÖRKÖS, your light is kind of dark. Would you like to turn on some light so that we can see you? We got James with a controller today. Hello, James. Oh, and there is MÖRKÖS. There is James. Guys, I have some news for you. As you know, MÖRKÖS in the recent years played a match with a very ancient, not controller, but card from the 17th or 16th century. But good news, we have some good news. The newer card is on its way. So yeah, we will be able very soon to compare MÖRKÖS tournament play with his opponent, and they play the same pieces, how differently the players will be stacking and so on. So soon we will be able to see this. So for today we are playing a non-SPS match, but it's still a good match for practice. Now MÖRKÖS can practice colors and max out poet style too, says James. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so for today, guys, there will be a non-SPS match, best of 7, so the first to win 4 games. Yeah, the matches are so short. Yeah, but I have some ideas maybe after the new year to introduce a tournament with a match of proper length. And yeah, but for until the end of the year, let's stick with a good old best of 9 for the tournaments and best of 7s in the friendlies. Mörkö is ready, so as soon as James is ready, we can start their match. James ready, Mörkö ready. I hope we all are ready for the first match of the day, which starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck and have fun, players. Yeah, so 892. I wonder if Mörkö is in similar shape today, as I mentioned on a Sunday. He sometimes struggles with the consistency and sometimes has days off. Will it be a day off today? Maybe it will be a chance for James to make an upset. James is also a player who would like to prove something. And yeah, getting valuable experience against Mörkö in a match settings is definitely something good for our American competitor. In my eyes, James has nothing to lose, all to win. And guys in the chat, please let me know how is the sound today. Is it okay? Is it the music too loud? I'm always struggling with those sound settings, so any feedback would be appreciated. AVGEEK sound is good, that's great. So 120 for Mörkö, 121 for James, so we are very neck and neck in our first 30 lines of this match. Let's see if the players can keep up with their paces for the whole game. And the Tetris for James, 137, 135 for Mörkö. Mörkö with some minor issues, shouldn't be that big of a deal, is able to work around it very nicely. And Mörkö is with about 40k lead right now, but also 5 lines ahead, so the next Tetris of James we have the same line count and is about 18,000 advantage for the Finnish player, so a little bit less than a Tetris. There are some newer viewers in the chat. Tetris is worth 22,800 points on level 18, and then for every level which increases, the number of points also increases by 1,200 points per level, so 24,000 on level 19, 25,200 on level 20, and so on and so on. It's a PALDAS match, so there is no line cap. Players can go forever if they want to. Level 19 Malens are strongly encouraged. We would like to see some great showing on level 19. We know how difficult and how slippery PALDAS can be, but if you're able to master it, it's a great pleasure to watch it. 277 Mörkö, 268 for James. So James, yeah, is trying to be as efficient as possible and is trying, to keep up the pace so that Mörkö doesn't run away with the score. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, AVGEEK. AVGEEK, do you think you can challenge the score you got on MÖRKÖS tournament today? How do you feel about your performance today? I'm really looking forward to your match against Robin. Robin also improved recently, level 19 PB if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you both are able to bring your A game, Okay, so then once you start your warm-up and get like some kind of feeling. You played too much wrong version. Okay, so you get to use it. Okay, let's go back to our players because we are approaching transition about 20 lines. 369 Mörkö, 352 James. So Mörkö still maintaining this a little bit less than a Tetris lead. This is maybe not the highest pace for both players, but yeah, they are pretty close. So let's see if James will be able to challenge Mörkö on 19. Ah, yeah, there is a championship. You mean the Jonas Cup? I'm looking forward to this tournament. Wrong version, correct playstyle, yeah. Okay, so Mörkö will be transitioning with the next cleared line, and he needs a long bar, otherwise his life will be... Oh, and gets a long bar. 451 for Mörkö. James transitions with 414, but Mörkö will be topping out. James, you have a chance. 452 is your target score. Mörkö wasn't able to survive the transition. James, you have a chase down. 452. Oh, but James's board is looking dangerous. I'm not sure if James can do much. No, James stops out. 422 to 60, 139 lines. Mörkö takes game number 1. GG's. Okay, so Mörkö is ready, James is ready, so let's start the countdown for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, so it was a game which didn't go player's way on level 19. Mörkö was able to build a small lead before transition, and this was enough to take game number 1. Let's see how game number 2 goes. And guys, remember about transition, and remember about bringing the board down. If you want, I can scream on when we are at around 120 lines or something to remind you. 72 for Mörkö, 76 for James. James with a cleaner board right now. Mörkö needs to dig a little bit, but shouldn't be any issues at all. 110, yeah, so I will be screaming at 110 and 120 so that the players know that they are approaching the ultimate speed of the correct version of Tetris. $129 for Mörkö, 167 for James, and another Tetris for James. So James is trying to take advantage of those early troubles of Mörkö. Yeah, every lead would be appreciated for James today, but as Mörkö showed on Wednesday against Robin, even like 150k lead on level 18 is not a safe lead to have, so yeah. $223 for Mörkö, 205 for James. So Mörkö now is playing more efficiently, and Mörkö is able to take the lead in this game. 60 lines now 64 for James, 235 Mörkö, 270. So it's 35k lead for Mörkö at the same line count. And the players' paces in this game look better than in game number 1. And apropos paces, guy, the pace man SHUICHI will be with us today. Will play against James in the second match of the day. MÖRKÖS 324 at 82 lines, James 284 at 76, and both players stacking very cleanly. .370 for MÖRKÖS, 335 for James, and MÖRKÖS is Tetris ready, gets a longboard for another Tetris. James misses the Tugi spin to prepare his stack for a Tetris with 358, MÖRKÖS with 418. MÖRKÖS is 104 lines, so guys, be prepared. I will be screaming. No, just kidding. I will be like warning you about the transition. MÖRKÖS, you are at 111 lines, transition coming, 111 lines, 112 MÖRKÖS. James, you are at 107 lines right now at the stream, transition is coming soon, so guys, be aware of your board. 491 for MÖRKÖS, 391 for James, so MÖRKÖS extends his lead. James is 4 lines behind, yeah, but this is a real lead for MÖRKÖS in this game. But MÖRKÖS's board is climbing. Will he be able to bring it down before transition? He's like 5 lines away before transition. One more line and the transition comes. Oh, and MÖRKÖS transitions with a kind of weird board should be able to survive. But the misdrop of the J piece might be deadly, and it is a deadly 522. Top out for MÖRKÖS. So James, you have another chase down. 523 is your target score. 523. For 86 for James, level 21. Okay, James takes care of this stack. 496, level 22. 523 is the target. Pretty nice and clean game by James so far, post-transition. $514, 8k to go. Oh, but now the board is might be kind of problematic, but 520, few more lines. One more line and this will be it. James completes the chase down on MÖRKÖS, level 24. Very, very impressive game by James. He got as many lines as he needed. It was enough to take the game by 420 points. And James takes game number 2. Hello ZOHASSADAR, welcome in the chat. Yeah, so James, guys, it was all calculated by James. He had this all under control. It's 1-1. Yeah, score should be updated. MÖRKÖS is ready? And I'm saying, James, watch the Fortnite competition. Okay. And the players are ready, so let's start the countdown for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah. You think, Robin, it's better to watch Fortnite Compendium than PAL 19 Compendium nowadays? Yeah, but guys, to be honest, it was a very nice and clean post-transition game by James. 188 lines. Very, very impressive start by the American player. Merke, you can't die just after transition. What it is for your standards? 134 and 132 lines. I don't know, maybe for... I wonder what the PAL 19 Compendium has to say about it. PAL 19 Compendium, if you are around, we would like to hear your wisdom. What? I saw PAL 19 Compendium a few days ago. I don't know if it was the Rinko PAL League or something like that, but I saw PAL 19 Compendium around, so maybe the Compendium is somewhere here. Who knows? Let's find out. 164 for Merke, 109 for James, so Merke builds an early 55k lead. But Merke also has to deal a little bit with his board. So at 50 lines, this is around 40k lead for Merke, so about 2 Tetrises lead for the Finnish player. And at the same, almost the same line count, now it's about around 1 Tetris lead, so James was able to reduce the lead of Merke a little bit. .345 for Merke, 303 for James, but Merke has line advantage because he was building so high. And James will have to deal with 2 holes in his board, so this gives Merke a chance to extend the lead, and Merke has a very clean board. 421 at 105 lines, James with 346 at 104 lines, so around 80k lead, a little bit less than 4 Tetrises lead for the Finnish player right now. Yeah, so far Merke is a player who is able to outpace his American opponent on level 18, but so far Merke couldn't survive level 19. Will this game be a breakthrough for Mörkö, or will it be the same meta? We have to find it out. 516 for Mörkö at 125 lines, 405 for James at 121. Good news, guys, that both players are not topping out early, that they're playing full games. Always nice to watch. Mörkö transition with 546. And his board, yeah, he's probably the best board he has at the transition point. James transitions with 412, so it's around 130k deficit, and we start level 19 race. Oh, and James's board collapses. James will be topping out 419. 520 is the top out score for the American player. So Mörkö takes this game, but can Mörkö survive any longer today? Looks like the level 19 play is not where it should be for Mörkö. 569, 160, it's 2-1 score, but yeah, this is let me update the scores quickly. Okay, so James said he used all of his post potential up on Sunday. Yeah, let's find out. Okay, Mörkö ready, James ready, so we can start the countdown for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, guys, for those who are new to our channel and would like to visit our Discord server, here is the link. September is a month where the players play some friendlies, where they have a chance to get some match experience, to like warm up for the tournament, because there will be a PALDAS monthly tournament in October. The registration is open. If you would like to join, feel free to visit our Discord server, read the details. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We'll be more than happy to help you start your adventure with the correct version, correct playstyle of Tetris, PALDAS. $118 for Mörkö, 75 for James. So once again, Mörkö is able to build an early lead over his American opponent. Oh, and now Mörkö has to fight a little bit with his board. Yo, that was a very nice solve. That was a very nice solve with this Z-piece spin. And now Mörkö has his board under control. Oh, but another weird misdrop of the L piece, and this is looking more dangerous. Is Mörkö able to do anything to survive? He's doing his best. $162 for Mörkö, 157 for James. Board advantage for James, so James has a chance to build a lead over Mörkö. Mörkö's priority right now is to survive. $171 Mörkö, 183 James. James also with some stack issues on his end, but should be able to resolve it and gets a long ball, gets a Tetris. 209 for James, 170, 180 for MÖRKÖ. MÖRKÖ is also 4 lines ahead, but MÖRKÖ's board is finally clean, and yeah, MÖRKÖ is back in business. $227 for MÖRKÖ, 235 for James. And we're approaching transition in about 45 lines. So like 2/3 of level 18 is done. And both players with pretty similar scores. So no one's game right now. Oh, James with a little bit of a misshift, but is able to work around it very nicely. Gets a long bar, brings the stack down. 313 for James, 322 for MÖRKÖ. Now James with the same line count has 14k lead over MÖRKÖ, so a little bit less than a Tetris. But we still have around 25 to 30 lines before the transition. Guys, I have to say this is a very nice match. Both players able to go full distance every game. Quite impressive. $126 lines for MÖRKÖ with 441, 122 lines for James with 414. So once again, MÖRKÖ will be transitioning with an advantage. But who can survive longer? MÖRKÖ transitions with 446, James with 424, but James's board is not looking great, but it's maybe he can survive it. Oh, but displacements, okay, he tries. Oh, but misses the J, and this will be a top out for James at 427. MÖRKÖ finally with a clean board. Let's see how far MÖRKÖ can go on level 19. Hello SHUICHI, welcome. Oh, MÖRKÖ can't go too far today, unfortunately, on level 19. He gets so many points that it's enough to win games, but we know MÖRKÖ from a little bit different side, I suppose. Let me update the score, and then when players are ready, we could start their match. MÖRKÖ says ready, James is ready, so game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, so we have MÖRKÖ with 46,000, James with 10,000, and James with some early troubles. Shouldn't be anything fatal, and now he is clean and is able to score some Tetrises. $115 for MÖRKÖ, 38,000 for James. Oh, but James decided to go for a riskier thing, and will it backfire? Okay, and he would like to see long bar and gets a long bar, brings the board down, so James is able to maintain control over his board. MÖRKÖS is about 115,000 ahead right now and keeps Tetrising. Pretty decent pace for MÖRKÖ, 206,000 after 38 lines, so no mercy from MÖRKÖ's side. James is back clean with 97,043 lines. With also kind of a suffer start for the American player, but now he has a chance to come back with the score. And MÖRKÖ is now in some kind of trouble. Can he survive it? Would be able. Oh, but misses the quick tap. There is a top out, early top out for MÖRKÖ, 235. James, you have a chase down. MÖRKÖ topped out at 235, so 236 is your target. 236. Yes, MÖRKÖ, you are right. It was too greedy. Two, 3, 6. James, you have so much time. You don't have to rush things. You can slowly but surely chase the score down. To 11, so a little bit more than a Tetris. Good, do the job. And James is set up for a Tetris. 236, and there it is. James completed the chase down, and we have 3-2 between MÖRKÖ and James. Let me update the score. Let's check if players are ready. MÖRKÖ is ready. James is ready. Game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Can MÖRKÖ win the game and a match, or can James force a decider? Let's find out. So James is so far the player who was able to survive every game, at least to a point in naturally topped out on level 19, or where he got the needed amount of points to win. MÖRKÖ, 4 out of 5 game brought to transition, and 1 game was unfortunately an early top out for him because he was too greedy. $99,000 for MÖRKÖ, now 120,000 for James. So this time James is the player who takes an early lead in the game. Oh, and MÖRKÖ got so many S's and Z's, and he was forced to do some original placements for them. He is Tetris ready, but oh no, gets a long bar. Should be helpful to bring the board down. Sorry. 155 for James, 136 for MÖRKÖS. So this is about 2 Tetris lead for the American player. Yeah, now both players with their boards under control. And we have very similar scores, but now, yeah, as James has like 4 lines deficit, so as soon as James gets the remaining Tetris, he's 1 Tetris lead, but now he's skimming 3 lines, so we are in a neck and neck situation, the same line count, the same scores. .336 for the Finnish player, 306 for the American player. We are approaching transition in about 45 lines, so 2/3 of 18 is done. James waits for a piece to tag, got the J piece, and now is Tetris ready, waiting for a long bar. Oh, but his stack is climbing. Oh, and now James is in a lot of trouble. Can he survive it anyhow? Oh, James trying to do as much as he can, but unfortunately this time it will be a early top out for James. James tops out at 315, 780. MÖRKÖS, you are good. You won the match, but you know the privilege of the match winner who is alive in the last game. You can finish the game, you can mullen it. So yeah, feel free to play this game out. And James, you can take few minutes of rest because you have another match going against SHUICHI. It's scheduled in 7 minutes, so I hope MÖRKÖS will be done until this time. But if you need, I don't know, to hydrate or to I don't know, do whatever you need, feel free. You have some time to do it. And MÖRKÖS transitions with 466 with a board of not the best shape. And I'm afraid MÖRKÖS is not able to survive it. No, he is not. 469, 940 is the final score of this match. Unfortunately, not too much level 19 Mullens in this match today, but it was quite of a nice match in terms of consistency of both players. Oh, that's bad news, SHUICHI. But can you use a controller you are kind of like feel comfortable with, or how do you say it? Guys, you can see the statistics of today's match between MÖRKÖS and James. Should be fine. Oh yeah, this is a pretty decent amount of kilograms or pounds, depends on the region you are from. I know the exact amount. Oh, James tells it in the pounds. Yeah. I know the story behind it. So yeah, kind of interesting story. So guys, let's take a look at player statistics. As you can see, very nice match, to be honest. You can see very consistent play from James, especially those losing lines. It shows that, yeah, he was able on average and on median to go in transitions regions. Both players with over 500k scores, and small win for James in this match. Highest lines 188 compared to MÖRKÖS 155, and more lines than MÖRKÖ in the whole match. So yeah, James, if you look for some positives, here you have, and yeah, here you have it. So guys, I need like a short toilet struts break, so I don't leave any countdown. I will be there very soon for the next match. And I'm back for the second match of the day. This will be Shuichi versus James, and there is 666 underscore team in the chat. Hello team, welcome. Yeah, you missed the first match of the day. MÖRKÖ won 4-2 against James. To be honest, it was nothing special from MÖRKÖ's side today. Highest lines of the day for him 155, highest score 569. But on the other hand, it was a very nice, consistent performance from James. All games apart from one. James asks, why haven't you signed up yet? Remember, you still need to get PAL 18 and 19 start maxes. Yeah, good point, James, good point. Yeah, and now we have a second match of today. It is Shuichi versus James. Players should be live. Both Shuichi and James are warming up on level 19 speeds. Guys, question to you, do you want to play an SPS match? Yeah, the players want SPS, so let's give them pieces. So your seat is 6F, E286, 6 Foxtrot, I don't know what it was E for, E286 Echo, 6 Foxtrot Echo 286. And if you'd like to increment the first digit, we could do this. If you'd like to reroll the seat, let me know. Good luck, have fun. The players are ready. So let's start the first game of the match between Shuichi and James in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck and have fun. So we have a battle of the German and American player. Shuichi, very well known in the PALDAST community as the paceman. He really likes to see those high paces. And maybe today he will be able to bring a nice pace from his side. 72,000 for Shuichi, 31 for James. James has to deal a little bit with his stack. Shuichi with a misshift of the Z piece. It can slow him down a little bit, but it's only one hole. He can get a nice piece to tack, and to deal with the stack shouldn't be any problem at all. James also with a small hole in his stack, but Shuichi is the one who has an advantage. 114 for Shuichi, 48 for James. And Shuichi is going for a center well, and he's like committing to it, sacrificing the stack a little bit. The long bar doesn't come, so Shuichi needs to work around it and wisely brings it down. Still no long bar. Is it kind of a drought? Okay, but the long bar comes when Shuichi's board wasn't Tetris ready. And this is a chance for James to reduce the deficit a little bit. 127 for Shuichi, 110 for James. So James is chasing. Shuichi still maintaining the center well. Yeah, finally gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. Has a T-spin setup. Will the T arrive on time? Yeah, there is a T. Oh, but he hits the Tugi spin instead of a T-spin. So he needs to fight with his board even more, but a nice dirty center well setup, and Tetris for Shuichi. 183, 185 for James. So James was able to take his chance to equalize the score, and now we are going neck and neck. About 50 lines to go, a little bit more than 50 before the transition. To 12 for Shuichi, to 35 for James. So James is the one who is taking advantage in this game, but it's still not this is still not like a decisive advantage. Still anything and everything can happen. 260 for Shuichi, 261 for James. Oh, but Shuichi is building a square tower in the middle of his board. Look like a typical Finnish tower. Typical Finnish tower would be like from S's or Z's. but a Smash Boy Tower could be also very dangerous. But nice setup for Shuichi. 290 for after this Tetris. James with 307. We are approaching transition in about 25 lines, so guys, be prepared for it. Oh, and James, getting the long bar over for a Tetris. Now he needs to fight a little bit with his board. Shuichi is Tetris ready. One of the ground, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. Nice Tetris for Shuichi. 316, 334 for James. Both players, yeah, kind of struggling with this sequence. Looks like it's not the friendliest seed in the world, but yeah, they are doing great job in order to survive it. 366 for Shuichi, 346 for James. So now Shuichi with a round Tetris lead, but we are approaching transition and Shuichi's board is not open. Now he is open. He gets a long bar for a Tetris, transitions with 391, James transitions with 353, so around 2 Tetris lead for Shuichi, but Shuichi's board is falling apart, and this is a top out at 392. 393, James, is your target score, 393. Maybe you've played too much of a wrong version, Shuichi, recently, and maybe you're not used to the transition, that you should have a little bit lower your board. Okay, and we see James in a chase down. Can he complete a second chase down of the day? He was able to complete a chase down over MÖRKÖS. Now, can he complete a chase down over Shuichi? Okay, but this board is kind of getting out of control. Oh no, James can't complete the chase down. 381 to 82 at 161 lines. And ZOHASSADAR saying in the chat that he got 395 with this seed. So yeah, it was kind of a challenging seed. So ZOHASSADAR, you would win this game if it was like a three-way match, but it isn't. So Shuichi takes the game and leads the match 1-0. But another nice showing of James after the transition. He doesn't die immediately. Both players are ready, so let's start a countdown for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, let's see if this seat will be more friendly for the players. Now Shuichi in some kind of trouble. He needs to find a way to bring the board down. Gets some favorable pieces to do so. Oh, and AVGEEK. Is it like a statement or announcement of what we will be seeing later today? Okay, let's go back to Shuichi. Looks like the German player will be able to bring the board down. This was of course a chance for James to build an early lead. 76,000 for Shuichi, 123 for James, and yeah, Shuichi brought the board down. So yeah, this shouldn't be. Oh, but now he sets up a T-spin once again, decides not to wait, creates more holes. AVGEEK, the SPS ROM is in the server, in the info section. You can find the ROM there, so feel free to get it. If you are speaking about the Fractal SPS ROM, if it's the case, then feel free to go to the server. You can take it from there, and yeah, then we'll be ready for the matches. Oh, Shuichi is still fighting with the board, 91,000. Gets the long bar for a nice Tetris to bring the board down. 95 for Shuichi, 194 James. So James maintaining his lead. And apropos server, for those who are not yet in our server, here is the link. Feel free to join. 145 for Shuichi, 219 for James. Yeah, for James it looks like this Fortnite compendium, it's kind of helping. $223 for Shuichi, 281 for James. So now 304 at the same line count, so it's 80k lead. It's around 4 Tetris lead for the American player. Transition comes in about 30 lines. Oh, and Shuichi's board is not looking good. Can he tack it? Oh, that was a nice solve for the stack, and Shuichi is still alive, but James's advantage looks like will be enough to go into transition with the advantage. Oh, and a misdrop of the S and displacement of the J. This makes Shuichi's life very difficult. Can he do anything to survive it? Oh my god, this is looking dangerous for Shuichi. Can he do anything? Oh, it's one more line, but no, this will be it for Shuichi. Shuichi tops out at 112 lines with 258 for 12. So James, you have enough points to win the game. You are safe for game number 2. If you'd like to modern it, you can do it. But yeah, it's your decision. The pace is maybe not the world record pace. And the board is also not looking that great. I'm afraid it will be a top out for James. 455 for a 483 is the final score for the American player, which means yes, AVGEEK, you're right. In the correct version, all pace is a world record pace. My bad. Okay, and both players are ready for game number 3, so let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. Game number 1, won by Shuichi. Game number 2, won by James. And who will win game number 3? 82 for Shuichi, 83 for James. So yeah, early days in game number 3. Can we see a double transition game from both players with like 550 or maybe 600k scores? I think both would like to get those kind of scores. I think that both have the potential. Oh, but now Shuichi, I don't know if it wasn't like too greedy for the German player. Okay, AVGEEK, looking forward to your match against Robin. Especially if you could get this SPS ROM. This might be a nice match to finish the day. 148 for Shuichi, 207 for James. Oh, you got the ROM, that's great. Okay, so James with a pace advantage over Shuichi, but now Shuichi's board is looking better. James has to fight a little bit with his board. And now Shuichi is building some kind of towers, but is able to bring the board down with 247 at 79 lines, James with 266 at 78, so around 1 Tetris lead for James at this stage of the game. We still have around 50 lines to go before transition, and Shuichi is doing a great job maintaining this center well, getting a long bar for a Tetris, trying to keep up the pace with James. James stacking for a traditional right well Tetris. Okay, AVGEEK. No, sorry, not AVGEEK, Shuichi. AVGEEK was in the chat, sorry. Shuichi with 323 after 100 lines, James with 324 after 97. Yes, so pretty similar paces for both players. Let's see how far can they go before transition. And Shuichi maintains those center wells. And now Shuichi's board is kind of dangerous. It's only 11 lines before transition, and he would like to bring it down. 380 for Shuichi, 423 for James. And centerwell Tetris for Shuichi, 405, and Shuichi with the next burnt line will go to level 19 transitions with 409, and James transitions with 449, so James has about 40k advantage, but James misdropped the O piece and would like to get a J, an L piece to bring it to the left, another J to help. Oh, and James is trying to survive. Looking very nice for James, and Shuichi hangs the L, hangs the long bar on the left, and Shuichi topping out at 418, 492. James, you have a better score. James, you've won game number 3 with 461, 820. GG's for both of you to bring the game to transition. The American player got more points and he leads 2-1. And players are ready. Sorry, I haven't updated the score. Now it should be good. Yeah. We can start game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, my impression after those first 3 games and the beginning of game number 4, that Shuichi is not afraid to play with balls. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes not, but yeah, the German player is trying to be not afraid of this game. James, on the other hand, yeah, it looks like his stacking is like less risky. But combining those two factors, we have a pretty interesting and pretty even match between those two players. 2 different styles, 2 different approaches, but similar outcome. Who can prevail? Let's find out. 128 for Shuichi, 131 for James. So another close game going on between those 2 players. And Shuichi now is able to run away with the score a little bit, gets some Tetrises in succession. 225 for Shuichi, 148 for James, but now Shuichi will need to burn a little bit, so it's a chance for James to catch up the score. Oh, and yeah, Shuichi will be forced to burn more lines. It will be enough for James to reduce the whole deficit. Another placement of the L piece, which forces Shuichi to burn even more lines. We have 233 for Shuichi, 199 for James. Yeah, Shuichi's board is not in that bad of a state. He should be able to burn it very quickly. And what can James do about it? So at 80 lines, Shuichi had 243, sorry, for Shuichi at 80 lines. Let's see what will be James's score at 80 lines. He would need to burn 79 lines to 29 to 31. So yeah, around 10k behind. James is at 80 lines. And Shuichi is clean. James is waiting for his long bar, finally gets it. 259 for James, 253 for Shuichi at the same line count. So very neck and neck game. And we are approaching transition in about 20 lines, and we still have a very close game between those 2 competitors. Let's hope it will be decided on level 19 this time. 395 for Shuichi, 403 for James. So both players trying to squeeze those last Tetrises before transition, but now Shuichi has a board advantage, and it looks like Shuichi will be able to transition with an advantage. 443 is the transition score for the German player. James transitions with 408, so 35,000 lead for Shuichi, and we begin the level 19 race. Who can survive longer? Who can squeeze more points? Let's find out. Oh, but James building the tower and couldn't get that O piece over. James is topping out at 412, 414, 100, 414, 120, sorry. And Shuichi is topping out at 456, 223. And guys, what do we have? After 4 games, we have our favorite score. It's 222. Yeah, it's 222, so 4 games played, 3 games still possible between those 2 players. We are ready, so let's start the countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Very nice and close match between those 2 players, between Shuichi and James. And a very consistent day for James. Every single game of this match against Shuichi, James was able to bring to transition, so no early top outs. He had only 1 early top out against MÖRKÖS. So yeah, as far as this mother of the game is concerned, then I would have to say that very nice, consistent performance by the American player. $95,000 for Shuichi, and we have 74 for James. So Shuichi is able to build an early 1 Tetris lead. Oh, and the Z misdrop will slow him down a little bit. Shouldn't be anything problematic, but it will cost him some lines. So this is once again a chance for James to catch up the score. $134 for James, 153 for Shuichi, but at the same line count at 41 lines, there were 3,000 or 4,000 apart from each other. So another very close game between those 2 competitors. $202 Shuichi, $204 James at 51, 52 lines. Yeah, so it's going very close between those 2. Shuichi is one of the ground ready, gets a long bar and gets a Tetris. Nice play by the German player. James building his Tetris readiness, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. 250 for James and 226 for Shuichi. Shuichi is waiting for a long bar, and there is a long bar for Shuichi. Yeah. Oh, and James hangs the long bar on the right, and this is a very unfortunate early top out. 250,420 points. Shuichi, you have enough points. You are good for game number 5. You are leading 3-2. 3-2 for Shuichi, so Shuichi has match points. James has to win the next game to force a decider. So let's see how it goes. Both players are ready, so let's start the countdown for game number 6 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and now Shuichi hangs a piece, but it was only a T piece and was low enough, so should be able to survive it very easily. But it gives James a chance. James not yet with a Tetris in this game. It's kind of weird. Oh, it gets a long bar but was not Tetris ready, so kind of a difficult start for James in this game, but finally gets a Tetris. 42,000 for James, 81,000 for Shuichi. So at the same line count, it's a little bit less than a Tetris lead for the German player in this game. Okay, and it looks like James is finally ready for some Tetris action. Got the long bar for the Tetris. Oh, and now Shuichi is kind of high with his board. Should be able to get a Tetris one of the ground. Those 179 for Shuichi, 107 for James. James is still not that efficient in this game. I can see like any deeks or something like that, but maybe this seat has unfortunate timing of long bars for James' board, and this is why he can't do much. Oh, and now James's board is climbing once again. He opens the well and waits for the long bar. Where is it? There is a long bar for James, 161. Meanwhile, Shuichi with 212. And Shuichi opens the hole, so should be able. Oh, I said maybe he would like to go to the column 10 Tetris now, but he decided to go for a center well. Got a Tetris, and now, yeah, has to work around it. Has a finished tower in the middle. Has to work around it as well. There is not a Tetris. He might stay one of the ground. Let's find out. Yeah, he gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. 290 for Shuichi, 240 for James. So Shuichi is having a little bit more than 2 Tetris lead over James. And we have around 40 lines to go before transition. Okay, and Shuichi is back to the traditional well in column 10. Let's see how it plays out for him. Meanwhile, James is switching to a dirty center well, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, and it looks like we have 3 Tetrises lead for Shuichi right now. We're approaching transition in a little bit more than 20 lines. so both players can get a few more Tetrises. $396 for Shuichi, $308 for James. Another Tetris for Shuichi, $419. Shuichi can still get 2 more Tetrises. There is one. He can still burn 3 more lines. And James can get like only... I don't know if he can get any Tetrises at this board, to be honest. And Shuichi with 444 and Tetris for to transition 468, and Shuichi is on level 19. Let's see what James can do. James transitions with 322 and his board immediately falls apart. So it looks like James stops out. Yeah, James stops out with 132 lines, 322,060. Shuichi, you take a game, you take a match, but as a match winner, and if you're still alive, you are free to like mull this game, but I'm not sure if Shuichi will be able to mull this game. 482, 191. It's still the highest score of Shuichi. So Shuichi wins the match 4-2. Another 4-2 loss for James, but to be honest, that was a very nice and consistent performance by the American player. His opponents could find something extra today, and therefore they won their respective matches. And yeah, so let's take a look on match stats of this match. Shuichi versus James, 4-2. Very nice match in terms of the way the players are able to survive. They brought almost every game to transition. Very similar stats in terms of losing lines and losing scores. It's a little bit more points, total points on Shuichi's side. It's like 5,000, and a little bit more lines for James. Hello Deck, welcome in the chat. Yeah, so this is Shuichi, you are right. This is your official highest score in the competitive PALDAS matches. But yeah, to be honest, the previous one you had 414 in the Lolpok Cup. Yeah, it wasn't like showing your full potential. So yeah, I hope to see you crossing 5 or even 600Ks in the comp pretty soon. Guys, let's take like a 5 minutes break before the next match, which will be the match between 2 American players, between AVGEEK and ZOHASSADAR. So let's take something to drink or whatever you want, and we'll be back soon for AVGEEK against ZOHASSADAR. And hello back, guys, after the short break. 2 matches in the books. Next match about to start between 2 American players, AVGEEK and ZOHASSADAR. Both players quite active in the wrong version tournaments, but it's always nice to see them trying to play a little bit of the correct version as well. Yes, ZOHASSADAR, I think it works. Can you please start a game? Yeah, as far as I see it right now, it's good enough, so you don't have to do anymore. AVGEEK, the same for you. Would like to see your hands as well. Maybe I need to do something on my end. Wait a moment. Oh, I can do it. Just cut off on my side. Okay, I think we have both players ready to go. So both AVGEEK and ZOHASSADAR. So players, do you wanna play an SPS match? For the friendlies, SPS is not mandatory. It will be mandatory for the tournament, but it's always nice to see both competitors playing with the same pieces. Yeah, SPS. Okay, so let's roll the seat for our American competitors. No, sorry, it's not a roll seat. Sorry, ignore this countdown. I meant rolling a seat. To C1269. To C1269. Yeah, and as soon as both are ready, yeah, 69, hey now. As soon as both are ready, we can start the match. AVGEEK playing on Fractal's PAL SPS, ZOHASSADAR playing on Tetris Gym cartridge. But good news, both cartridges are compatible with each other. Hover tree from AVGEEK, so I assume the left player is ready, right player with a standard ready in the game field. So let's start the game between AVGEEK and ZOHASSADAR in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. Yeah, we can see that this is like kind of a warm-up match for AVGEEK, because there will be other match. AVGEEK versus Robin as the final match of the stream. So we have 2 American players today playing 2 matches. It was James. Now time for AVGEEK to play 2 matches. 1 match for ZOHASSADAR today, but ZOHASSADAR played 2 matches on Sunday. So today a little bit of an easier approach. ZOHASSADAR is pretty new in the PALDAS scene, so would like to get as much of an experience as possible before the upcoming tournaments and yeah, hangs the S piece. It shouldn't be anything that fatal. On the other hand, AVGEEK with a pretty clean board. And let's see which of the who of the players can deal better with those pieces. Pretty nice task control by AVGEEK. But we know the slippery PAL does it can be very dangerous anytime. So you have to be very comfortable with it playing so high. And we know how talented AVGEEK is. Player with a PB over 800k. I would like to show some great scores in the matches. Oh, and AVGEEK pretty high gets long bar to open the well and gets another long bar to bring the board down with a Tetris. 199 for AVGEEK, 120 for ZOHASSADAR. AVGEEK is like 10 lines ahead. Yeah, but AVGEEK was playing higher. ZOHASSADAR trying to survive. Oh, but this left side might be inaccessible for ZOHASSADAR. I don't know if ZOHASSADAR can do anything more. No, it's not possible. ZOHASSADAR tops out at 129,580. AVGEEK, you are good for game number 1. 317,300. Let me update the scores. And we can start game number 2 when you are ready. Okay, and ZOHASSADAR seems to be ready for game number 2. What about AVGEEK? Okay, AVGEEK have our 3, so I assume both players are ready. So let's start the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun. Let me refresh maybe the ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR started with 2 Tetrises. AVGEEK is very high with the board. AVGEEK needs a long bar, otherwise it might be an early top out, and there is a very top out for AVGEEK with 5,700 points. And ZOHASSADAR, you are good for game number 2. It's 1-1. Yeah, so it was too high for AVGEEK, no long bars, and this is how, yeah, how deadly a PALDAS game can be. 2 games in, we have 1-1, and we will start the countdown for game number 3 very soon. Players are ready. I hope the viewers are also ready. I am ready, so let's start the countdown for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, guys, maybe don't stack that high. Oh, ZOHASSADAR's stream is buffering a little bit, but maybe it wouldn't be that much of an issue. we could then refresh the ZOHASSADAR's stream if needed, but for now it's not. Yeah, the line difference is not that big, so yeah, let's go like it is. 2 Tetrises, now 3 Tetrises for AVGEEK. ZOHASSADAR waits for the long bar, and also 3 Tetrises for ZOHASSADAR. Very similar score, both players trying to stay as efficient as possible. AVGEEK with 114, ZOHASSADAR with 72, but gets a long bar for a Tetris, 95 for ZOHASSADAR. And now AVGEEK has to dig a little bit and get some pieces. Like to see an L piece. There is an L for AVGEEK, and meanwhile ZOHASSADAR was able to score a Tetris. AVGEEK reopens the well, gets a Tetris, 154 for AVGEEK, 145 for ZOHASSADAR. And ZOHASSADAR is also a few lines behind, but ZOHASSADAR's board is not looking that great. Oh, ZOHASSADAR is in a lot of trouble. Needs something to put into the left. Tries with the long bars flat. Would like to see an L piece to survive it, but I'm afraid ZOHASSADAR won't be able. And there is an unfortunate top out with 150,100 points. AVGEEK has enough points and takes a 2-1 lead in the match. Okay, so let me refresh both players just in case. Okay, and yeah, we could then try to start game number 4 once the players are ready. It started with 2C, game 2 then will be 3D, 4E, 5F, yes, 5F, 1, 2, 6, 9. Okay, and our both American players are ready, so let's start the countdown for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 5F, 1, 2, 6, 9. Yeah, the seats is okay, so you can play. Can we see a 2-2 score after 4 games, or will AVGEEK be able to run away with a 3-1 advantage? Yeah, ZOHASSADAR has some potential, but yeah, when it comes to matches, can't like convert it. This maybe slippery does is too much of a challenge right now. But you know, guys, the old meta says you need to train more. So maybe after spending a little bit more time on training, ZOHASSADAR will be able to finally overcome those obstacles, if I'm allowed to use those words. And yeah, let's see how it plays out. But for now, ZOHASSADAR is the one with a 1 Tetris lead over AVGEEK. Yeah, ZOHASSADAR is a max out player in NTSC, sorry. I wanted to say a slang expression, but yeah, maybe better not. So ZOHASSADAR should be able to get those like consistent scores of 500. He needs a little bit more of time. On the other hand, AVGEEK, as I said, overall PAL PB over 800k. AVGEEK was able to get like some 600k scores in comp. It would be cool to see 700 or maybe even 800 in comp with like 300 lines run or something like that. Would be nice thing to see. I think it's like a matter of time, considering how talented AVGEEK is. So 255 AVGEEK, 185 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR brought the board a little bit down. AVGEEK is a little bit higher, waiting for a long bar. There is a long bar for AVGEEK. And another Tetris. 282 plays 210 after 72 lines for AVGEEK and 67 for ZOHASSADAR. Yeah, I said it last time, but would like to say it once again. It's always nice to see American players playing the correct version, correct playstyle. You know how popular NTSC. Oh, and AVGEEK tops out. That was a sudden top out, 313,880. So ZOHASSADAR, you have a chase down. 314 is your target score. 314, and you can steal a game from AVGEEK. No pressure. Yes, AVGEEK, it's a PAL moment. You have to be very careful. It can come anytime. 275. Now 298, so a little bit less than a Tetris needed for ZOHASSADAR, who has more than 20 lines before transition. So it looks like, yeah, 3 triples will be enough to take the game. So ZOHASSADAR doesn't need like to stack for Tetrises. 308. So now, yeah, line out is more than enough to win the game. Guys, it's also the highest score for ZOHASSADAR in a match. On Sunday, his highest score was like 200k. So yeah, this is the best competitive game for ZOHASSADAR in the last 2 streams. 312. Oh, and now ZOHASSADAR takes the required score, and yeah, ZOHASSADAR equalizes the match score. It's a 2-2 GG's. Yeah, AVGEEK, it's 2-2. Okay, so let me update the match score, and then when you're ready, you can start game number 5. Yeah, hover tree from AVGEEK, ready from ZOHASSADAR. So game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. AVGEEK with 1 Tetris, and ZOHASSADAR still waiting for the first Tetris of this game. Oh, AVGEEK with a width setup. Yeah, but the longbar doesn't want to come. AVGEEK maintaining this width setup, but there is no longbar to put it there. Oh, and finally a longbar and another longbar for a Tetris. 112 for AVGEEK, and we have 70k for ZOHASSADAR. Was nice. Nice play by AVGEEK with maintaining this width setup and still being relatively safe. I say relatively because we know how safe the PAL 18 game is. A nice T-spin for AVGEEK. 139 plays 117 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR ready for a Tetris, but takes the triple. The longbar doesn't come. Yeah, so it looks like a seat with a weird timing of longbars so far. Maybe in the second half of the game it will be better, but yeah, it doesn't allow the players to go like a full pace. 213 AVGEEK to 155 ZOHASSADAR. AVGEEK Tetris ready, gets a longbar, and Tetris for AVGEEK 266, 193 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR is not Tetris ready, tries to prepare the board to be Tetris ready, and now it is. Oh, and AVGEEK with a O-piece misdrop. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, but is forced to burn a few lines. That might be a chance for ZOHASSADAR, but ZOHASSADAR is going for like some center well business, which is like only double ready, so no potential for Tetrises because of the missing minnows. So ZOHASSADAR wisely brings it down and will open the well very soon and will build for the traditional column 10 Tetris. 313 for AVGEEK, 231 for ZOHASSADAR. Yeah, the seat is kind of weird as far as the longbar timings is concerned. I wonder what would be NGC man's opinion about this seat. We know that also American player has very strong opinions about the SPS. 349 for AVGEEK, 260 for ZOHASSADAR, and we're approaching transition. AVGEEK will approach transition in the next 3 lines, so you'd better prepare AVGEEK your board for transition. ZOHASSADAR has a little bit more lines, but the board is more challenging. AVGEEK transitions with 399, and ZOHASSADAR, I don't think ZOHASSADAR can survive it. No, there is a top out for ZOHASSADAR, 264, 860. And AVGEEK, yeah, if you can mullen it out. Let's find out how well you can play on level 19. Everyone is strongly encouraged to mullen level 19 games. AVGEEK, if you feel you are in a good shape, do your best. AVGEEK on a level 22. The target of the American player for today was like level 25. So let's see. Oh, the left side is not perfect. Oh, and misses the IP's unfortunate dropout for AVGEEK 443, 520. Final score, but still valiant effort, level 23. It can only go better. 3-2. So AVGEEK has a match point. Okay, so let's see if our players are ready. Yes, they are ready. So let's start game number 6 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so it looks like ZOHASSADAR is making progress compared to Sunday. Is able to survive longer, get better scores. So yeah, wonder yeah, how much progress can ZOHASSADAR make in the next weeks. It's always nice to see players getting better and better. Yeah, for AVGEEK, maybe it was like not the showing of a full potential so far, but it's also like the first match of the day. Maybe the first match, yeah, should be like a warm-up or something, and then in battle against Robin, maybe they both can show something nice. Okay, AVGEEK kind of high, needs something to burn. Okay, burns few lines, burns another, yeah, for another few lines. That was a nice choice. You can't trust to play that long. Yeah, typical shake head of the Tetris player, but AVGEEK it's easier. So sorry, it's more important to survive. The old meta says you can only score points when you are alive. 117 for AVGEEK, 134 for ZOHASSADAR. So now ZOHASSADAR is like an early lead in this game. AVGEEK now stuck in the middle of the board with some holes. Needs to work around them, but does it very nicely. Opens the well and is Tetris ready. 126 for AVGEEK and 204 for ZOHASSADAR. It's actually a pretty nice pace for ZOHASSADAR. Over 200 after 55 lines, considering that ZOHASSADAR's highest score in a match so far was 322. Yeah, it's a breakthrough game for ZOHASSADAR. Let's find out. 237 for ZOHASSADAR, 183 for AVGEEK. Yeah, AVGEEK constantly having this line advantage because of playing higher than ZOHASSADAR in this match. We have to also take this into consideration. And this is kind of endless struggle for AVGEEK, unfortunately, in this game. $197 for AVGEEK, $313 for ZOHASSADAR. So it looks like ZOHASSADAR will get another highest score pretty soon. And there it is. With this Tetris, ZOHASSADAR officially gets his best competitive score with 345 and still going. Still 30 lines to go before transition. Can we see a 500k from ZOHASSADAR? AVGEEK is kind of struggling, so if ZOHASSADAR will be able to to stay efficient until the end of this game, might be an interesting level 19 battle. I don't know how long can ZOHASSADAR survive on level 19. I hope ZOHASSADAR will be able to do it in the future, but yeah, considering that there is a new player in the scene, yeah, it might require some practice, but if ZOHASSADAR will be able to get some lead, and AVGEEK transitions with 369, ZOHASSADAR has still 10 more lines to go, and AVGEEK's board is not looking great. I don't know if AVGEEK can survive it. No, there is a top out for AVGEEK, 369 A60, kind of a suffer game, and ZOHASSADAR, please play this game out. It looked like a great game. 500k before transition is not possible, but yeah, it's a very, very nice and decent game from your side. Can ZOHASSADAR do anything? I don't know, this is looking dangerous. No, top out for ZOHASSADAR, but still GG is 451, 900, the highest score of the entire match, guys. The highest score of the entire match, and ZOHASSADAR forced a decider against AVGEEK. So very nice, strong performance by ZOHASSADAR, challenging AVGEEK on paper. AVGEEK looked like a clear favorite to win this match, but in reality, we have a tight score after 6 games, and ZOHASSADAR is ready. What about AVGEEK? Power 3 for AVGEEK. So let's start the final countdown of this match between AVGEEK and ZOHASSADAR. Game number 7 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We have AVGEEK with a perfect 2 Tetrises, but now has to sacrifice 2 lines to be Tetris ready. And we have the same score after 10 lines, both players with 47,000. Oh, and now AVGEEK once again, kind of high, but yeah, wisely burns a few lines. Have the board under control. Oh, and this is looking very dangerous for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR tops out at 12 lines, 48, 640. Unfortunate top out for ZOHASSADAR, and AVGEEK, you are good. You have a match winner right to Mullen this game, but yeah, considering that you play another match with Robin, maybe, yeah, it's up to you. If you want to play it out, feel free. If you want to save some energy for your second match of the day, you can do it as well. So we have ZOHASSADAR. I will have to say this is a step in a right direction. It looks today it looked way better than it was on Sunday. So yeah, keep practicing, keep training the correct version, correct playstyle more. Yeah, and you might be some kind of a dark horse in the future. 4-3 against AVGEEK. It's not a bad score at all. Of course, it's loss, but yeah, as I said, you left a pretty nice impression. Most inconsistent plays, yeah, they can happen to all of us. And we have a right from DASTetris with a party of 22. Welcome, DASTetris. The correct playstyle, but a wrong version, is raiding us. So let's enjoy some correct version, correct playstyle Tetris, and you came in at the right time, because after AVGEEK balance this game, there will be the final match of the evening between AVGEEK and the wrong version, correct playstyle world champion Robin. Oh, another ride from PALDASTetris with a party of 3. How does it work? Okay, so let's see what will be AVGEEK's score in this game. Looks pretty good. Okay, Adam Irish, I would like to apologize for the night bot. It's kind of weird sometimes. I need to check the settings. I know that you weren't like you didn't have wrong intentions with your Irish flag, but Nightbot doesn't understand it, so I will check the settings later. I hope, guys, you had a great stream with the Champions League and some nice matches. We'll check them later. Yeah, and if you guys have time to stay with us, please do it, because the match between Robin and AVGEEK can be something interesting to watch. Both players trained PAL recently. Both players got some nice scores, and yeah, could be interesting to see them in the match. And for those of you who are not in the PALDAS Discord, here is the command, here is the link: join the correct version, correct playstyle Discord. AVGEEK transitions with a 5:45, and I'm afraid, yeah, there is no much AVGEEK can do, unfortunately, but still a decent performance for the final game of the match. Sorry, 5:51, 6:20, and yeah, level 20. So let me update the stats of this match, and yeah, then we can prepare for the final match of the day. AVGEEK wins this match 4-3. And hello Ian Kit, welcome in the stream. AVGEEK 4, ZOHASSADAR 3. Yeah, 5:51, highest score for AVGEEK, 4:51 for ZOHASSADAR. As far as the losing scores and losing lines are concerned, a little bit better performance for AVGEEK. Also the highest line in a single game, 171 versus 131, and the total score and total lines in favor of AVGEEK. But yeah, as I said, it was the third match for ZOHASSADAR, and already a big improvement. So guys, let's take like 5 minutes of break. I will prepare the final match of the day, so grab something to drink, go for some toilet strats or whatever, walk the dog, and we'll be back with AVGEEK and Robin. And hello back after the break for the final match of the day. The match between AVGEEK and Robin. AVGEEK with already one match played today, 4-3 win against ZOHASSADAR in a decider. Now time for AVGEEK to challenge the wrong version correct playstyle world champion Robin. Both players with some great potential as far as playing Tetris is concerned. AVGEEK with an overall PB over 800k in PALDAS, Robin with over 700k. Both players were able in the past to score over 600k in matches, were able to go for some extensive 19 play. So I'm very curious what they can show us today. Let's see if the players are already live. They are live. AVGEEK warming up on level 19. Robin there as well. Robin, if you can please adjust your camera so we could see your hands. Yeah, just in case you don't have like switched your keyboard or something like that to your NES so that we can see your beautiful controller while playing Tetris. His German channel of PALDASTetris. Das PALDASTetris. Good question, MJ. Good question. Very good question. Oh, thank you very much, Robin. AVGEEK, Robin, do you want to play an SPS match? It's like, oh, Eliva says yes. So yeah, Eliva knows German very well as citizen of the beautiful country of Austria, and as a German teacher, I think Eliva is very well prepared to answer the question. Correct pist sets, says AVGEEK, so I assume both players want to play SPS, so let's roll the seed for them. And the seeds for game number 1 is 4C7D14. And we have Hover Tree from AVGEEK. As Robin is ready, we can start their match. Yeah, Robin is ready. Robin, you have Hover 9, so just you don't like accidentally start level 19. Maybe move it to Hover 8. But anyway, I'm starting the countdown for game number 1 between AVGEEK and Robin. Game number 1 starts. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun. AVGEEK versus Robin in a PALDAS match. It's a pretty short match, only best of 7, but yeah, for a friendly match should be good enough. And AVGEEK started earlier, so maybe I should refresh Robin's stream. Yeah, now we should be on almost the same pace. So 24, both players with exactly the same score after 6 lines. But now AVGEEK is a little bit higher. So let's see what the American player can do with the board. Nice opening and Tetris readiness for AVGEEK. 52,000 plays 53 of Robin. But Robin now with a kind of a messy board, would like to bring it down, but builds a finish tower instead in the middle of the board, but is able to work around it Yeah, I saw Dark Bunny, a Finnish player, so it's always nice to mention about some Finnish towers. $123 for AVGEEK, 64 for Robin. And guys, for those of you who are new, because there is a pretty new Twitch channel, and yeah, if you would like to join our Discord, here is the link. Feel free to join the correct version, correct playstyle Discord. 169 AVGEEK, 73 for Robin. 40 lines in, so still plenty of level 18 to be played. And let's hope that both players can bring us some extensive 19 play. We know that it's like dependent on a day. We had Mörke early on today. He couldn't go past like level 21 today, and we remember what he did on Sunday, how dominant the performance was. So yeah, everything depends on your day. Let's see what day do we have today for AVGEEK and for Robin for performance on level 19. Yeah, AVGEEK is struggling a little bit with the boards. Shouldn't be anything fatal, but needs to burn a few lines. Robin is clean with 132. It's 140,000 behind right now. And AVGEEK Sport climbing and climbing and climbing. Okay, but gets the JPs over. It should help a lot. So there's a chance for Robin to reduce the deficit a little bit. Okay, but Robin's stream is buffering a little bit. Okay, we have Robin back. Let me refresh Robin pretty quickly. 320 for AVGEEK, 232 for Robin, so it's around 100,000 points lead for the American player at this state of the game. We still have around 30 lines to go before transition, but it might be, it looks like it will be an advantage for AVGEEK. $372 AVGEEK, 324 Robin. Yeah, AVGEEK once again with line advantage because of playing higher. And yeah, and also we have some stream struggles on Robin's end. We'll let the players play it out. Maybe once again, quick refresh for Robin. Yeah, but AVGEEK still like 8 lines ahead on our end with 422, and AVGEEK will transition in the next line and gets a Tetris to transition with 452, and let's see how far can AVGEEK go on level 19 speeds. Robin also approaching transition, will be transitioning in the next 3 lines. AVGEEK meanwhile on level 20, but oh, unfortunate series of misdrops, and there is nothing much AVGEEK can do. 465 is the total score. So Robin, your target score is 466. 466 is your target score. And yeah, nice composure for Robin. Robin knows it's not a sprint, it's marathon. You don't have to go for Tetrises, you don't have to risk it. You have unlimited number of lines to deal with. Okay, but the left side, and now this... Oh, this placement was very challenging. I don't know if Robin can survive it. It looks very dangerous. Now, there will be a top out for Robin. 162 lines, 437 is the score for Robin. So, yeah, AVGEEK prevails. AVGEEK takes a 1-0 lead in this match. So let me update the stats and I will start game number 2 very soon. 1-0 for AVGEEK. Yeah, that's a good question, Robin. Why is your stream lagging? I checked the internet on my end and it's like looking without any problems. AVGEEK's stream is not having any issues, so let me refresh you both just in case, and then we will start game number 2 of your match. Oh, Robin, you know what? I don't know if it's like on my end or is it... Did your stream die? You can try to like lower your bitrate if it helps. What is wrong? What is going on with Robin's stream? Yeah, Robin is offline. So let's right. Maybe Robin wants to change some settings. Okay, so we have Robin back. So just once again, let's refresh, and then if players are ready, you can start your game. Okay, so Robin is ready. AVGEEK, we have hover 3, so we can start the game number 2. Game 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. Okay, so Robin is in. Now AVGEEK started with a little bit of a delay, but shouldn't be that big of an issue. Yeah, so the American player won game number 1. Can the Dutch player take game number 2? Let's find out. $91,000 for Robin and 69 for AVGEEK. So Robin starts the game a little bit more efficiently. Sorry, my English. Now Robin would like to see a long bar because the board is climbing and climbing, but yeah, got a long bar in time. So no real danger for Robin. 120k, 103 for AVGEEK. Oh, and Robin, whoa, what an unfortunate misdrop of the JPs, and it is top out for Robin, 126, 160, and AVGEEK, you have enough points to take this game. Yours 2-0 for you. Oh my god, that was so unfortunate, this hang, but yeah, those things happen, fortunately. Oh, it's, yeah, sorry to hear it, Robin, but I think we all have those days when our dust control is not on point. Yeah, it's 2-0 for AVGEEK. I played like a few days ago a match, and yeah, I felt like I'm playing with someone else's hands. It was like not my hands. I got like 190 transition score and so on. So yeah, but yeah, those days happen, unfortunately. Both players are ready, so let's start the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so Robin, maybe a solution would be to play a little bit lower. I know it's maybe not your style to play low and safe, but yeah, if the dust control is not on point, maybe some adjustments are needed. So we have 22,000 for AVGEEK and 23,000 for Robin, both players with Tetrises. So yeah, very similar starts for those two, and yeah, the most important, they're not falling into some troubles. So playing some clean boards, which is always nice to see. So let's hope that this game will be a battle of efficiency. 114 for AVGEEK and 72k for Robin. AVGEEK with 2 holes, but they should be easy to deal with, and yeah, as we can see, AVGEEK is doing a great job. 144, Robin with 129, both players with clean boards. Robin building very nice the left side of the stack. AVGEEK is also very nice built left side, but yeah, the middle of the board is kind of weird, but get some pieces to fill it in, and AVGEEK should also be fine. Now creates long bar dependency. The pieces kind of, yeah, were not nice, and now AVGEEK's board is kind of high, but gets a center wheel setup, and Tetris for AVGEEK 223 plays 223 from Robin, so we are neck and neck after 55 lines. So both players with very similar scores, and there are quite good paces, guys. There are quite good paces. This looks like 550 transition score pace for both of them. Can they both maintain those paces until transition? Would be nice to see. Then some 19 play for 600 plus scores. Yeah, during those PALDAS friendlies, I would have to check, but I think we didn't see 600k losing score. No, not yet. 594 from Robin was the highest losing score so far in the friendlies. So can we have a 600k losing score? Definitely have players who have a potential to do so. $335 for AVGEEK, 372 for Robin. We have about 35 lines to go before transition, so still a little bit of level 18 to be played in this game. Robin gets a Tetris to surpass a 400k barrier. AVGEEK still needs 2 Tetrises to surpass 400k. So yeah, it's looking like a lead for Robin in this game going into transition. Yeah, no, Robin needs to win some games, otherwise AVGEEK will be running away with the score. It's already 2-0 advantage. But Robin trying in this game to put AVGEEK under some pressure. So with the next Tetris, Robin surpasses 500k, 517. AVGEEK with 461. We are approaching transition very soon, so players, you'd better bring your stacks down. AVGEEK transitions to the next line, and oh, it looks very dangerous. Can't get anything over, and AVGEEK tops out at 466, 720. Robin takes the game, and Robin, feel free if you are able to survive to mullen this game. 536. Yeah, AVGEEK, unfortunately, I don't know if you were aware of your board state and the line count, but I think it was, yeah, a few lines too high before transition. I couldn't get good pieces. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we'll have a 2-1 score, and yeah, some nice, decent performance by Robin. Oh, but the left side is looking dangerous. Can't get anything over, and Robin tops out at 551, 680. So yeah, I think Robin, this game gave you a little bit confidence back. And yeah, and the dust control looked very decent in this game, so I hope you also feel this way. And it's 2-1 between AVGEEK and Robin. And both players are ready for game number 4. Let's start the countdown. Game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we have oh, the same start. Oh, but AVGEEK decided to set up for Wits, Robin not, so this was the first deviation. But yeah, the first pieces were put in the same place by both players. 22,000 for AVGEEK and 23 for Robin for starters of this game. Yes, so let's see how it goes. Both players trying to maintain clean stacks. Oh, but now AVGEEK with this, yeah, is forced to. I'm afraid AVGEEK. Oh, no gets there. Sorry, I thought AVGEEK would be forced to have a hole in the stack, but yeah, the pieces were nice this time. So guys, you see, not always RNG is bad. Sometimes it's good. Robin Tetris ready, AVGEEK Tetris ready. 189 for AVGEEK, 123 for Robin. Nice spin of the J piece to maintain the board in the nice state for Robin. And we have, yeah, about 2 Tetrises lead for the American player right now. And yeah, I hope the paceman is in the chat. Shuichi, there is a nice pace for AVGEEK in this game. Oh, but AVGEEK's board is kind of climbing. Oh, it's looking dangerous. Can AVGEEK survive it? Yeah, AVGEEK's fighting, but yeah, the board is climbing and AVGEEK can't do anything. Unfortunate top out for AVGEEK at 262. So Robin, you have a chase down 263. 263 is your target. Two, 6, 3. So Robin has enough points. And hello, Trisky, welcome in the chat. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate sequence for AVGEEK. And yeah, unfortunate top out. And we have 2-2. 2-2 after 4 games. It was a 2-0 lead for AVGEEK. And now it's 2-2. It was a very nice pace, but yeah, unfortunately the game ended too soon. Yeah, and both players are ready, so we can start game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. RNG isn't real, says Robin. Okay. Game number 5 underway. AVGEEK still waiting for a first 500k of this match. Yeah, it's not easy. PALDAS isn't easy. To be very careful. Robin has to be very careful. The board isn't that, yeah. Now with the long bar is getting down. I know that the players can handle those high situations, but you know how slippery PALDAS can be and how dangerous it can get in like about 2 seconds. So yeah, always be aware. For the newer players who are with us in the chat, don't try it at home. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, try it at home. Practice it as much as you can. But don't get mad at yourself once you will be topping out game after game during your practices, because like some early shifts, over shifts, early dust loads and so on, it requires some practice. As far as this all does is concerned, it's like kind of walking on ice. It feels very different compared to the NTSC one. James, when you are rolling, then please leave this chat. It's not for the correct playstyle. It's not the correct playstyle. We play the delayed auto shift here. And for those people who understand our inside jokes, if you are rolling, get some help. No, but yeah, all jokes aside, there's like our inside joke, but I personally think that yeah, every playstyle requires its own things to master, and I really appreciate what the players are able to do with rolling, especially in NTSC. But yeah, this stream is not for NTSC, it's not for rolling, it's for PAL and DAS. It's like for the connoisseurs of Tetris. Oh, and Robin's bot is getting higher. I don't know if Robin can do anything about it. Robin tops out at 581, 580. AVGEEK, you have a nice game going. Feel free to play it out. Let's enjoy a nice showing of AVGEEKs. AVGEEK, you are safe, but if you'd like to play this game out, feel free to do so. Give us some nice showing of your potential. Robin, you know what I say. You need to train more. We all need. Okay, so yeah, AVGEEK has enough lines to transition with a score over 600k. Okay, nice. F76, so one more Tetris and we will see a first 600k in this match, and there it is. No, sorry, 598, so few thousand points are missing. Oh, and the board of AVGEEK is not looking great before transition. 628. Can AVGEEK survive it? Oh, it's challenging. Oh, I don't think there is much possible, but still valiant effort, AVGEEK. 626, 880. GG's. So AVGEEK takes a lead in this match. It's 3-2. And yeah, it looks like both players are ready to start game number 6. So let's start the countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, and guys, this 626 was an officially highest score for AVGEEK in a PALDAS ELO rated match. So GG's AVGEEK for a comp PB. But to be honest, I think it's like only a temporary PB. 700k in comp incoming. And 666 underscore team in the chat saying, let's go AVGEEK. Hello team, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your pineapple food and olives food. To 11 for AVGEEK and 150 for Robin, so AVGEEK taking advantage in this game, and if AVGEEK wins it, might be an end of this match. Unfortunately, Timothy, I can't eat pineapples. I don't like them and I feel very bad after I eat them, so yeah, it might be kind of an allergy. But for those of you who enjoy pineapples, feel free to eat it. Okay, AVGEEK kind of high, and the left side is looking pretty dangerous. Gets a J over to maintain the board. Some O pieces, but too many of the O pieces, and there it is, a top out for AVGEEK. Unfortunately, 283, 860. So Robin, you have a chase down. 284, 284 is your target score to force a decider. 13 for Robin. Robin is at 82 lines, so still has a lot of time to chase down the score and force a decider. And if it happens, it will be a second decider of the day for AVGEEK. So 2 matches and 14 possible games for AVGEEK today. And with this Tetris, Robin completes the chase down. And guys, we have a decider between Robin and AVGEEK. Yeah, Robin, you have some great matches, sometimes tougher days come and yeah, you don't enjoy them, but yeah, it's a life of a Tetris player. We have to deal with those situations as well. So it's 3-3, and as soon as both players are ready, we will start the final game of the match. And of the stream. Hour 3 from AVGEEK, readiness from Robin side, and restart game number 7 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck and have fun. Oh, and we have James with a nice emoji of pizza with a watermelon on it. Enjoy, James, enjoy. Fortunately, it's not for me, from various reasons, not only because I don't like pineapples, but yeah, because it's wrong to put pineapples on pizza. If there are any Italians... Oh, but AVGEEK... Let's find out what the American player can do here. Okay. The JP's helps, okay. Still it's not over, but it looks manageable. Oh, but this looks very tough. Can AVGEEK do anything to survive? Gets the JP's over. Oh, the long bar didn't go to the right, probably because of the loss of dust. But there was a nice spin of the SP's, probably the saving move of this game. And now AVGEEK is safe. Oh, very nice. Very nicely handled the board. 47,000. AVGEEK is alive, is behind in points. And now Robin's board is kind of climbing. Yeah, and ZOHASSADAR says, dang, that was some sort. Yeah, the survival of AVGEEK in this game was a very nice thing to watch. Now AVGEEK's board is clean, so the American player can go for some efficiency. Robin needs to reopen the well to get in some scoring position, and both players with pretty similar scores right now, so the game is now neck and neck. Both players had their own issues, but both players were able to deal with them, and now they are trying to go for some efficiency. 123 now with a Tetris. It's 147 for AVGEEK and 140 for Robin. AVGEEK is a few lines ahead. $172, $189 for Robin. AVGEEK has this LJ dependency, and there is no L, no J. Decides to put a long bar, yeah, down, and oh, okay. AVGEEK once again has to show us some survival skills. This time the situation is not that tough, but still. Oh, decides not to build a finish tower, what was a very wise choice, and gets a long bar to bring the board down. 253 for AVGEEK, 288 for Robin. Robin is also 6 lines behind in the sequence. Yeah, it looks like not the friendliest piece set in the world. Both players trying to survive it. And let's see. Maybe the final game of the match will be decided. Level 19 speeds. Would be a nice conclusion of this match. 326 AVGEEK, 359 for Robin. And yeah, slowly but surely we are approaching the transition. And Robin gets a T-spin, that is a nice move. Still would like to get an L-piece to attack. And gets the L-piece, gets an O-piece to build for the center well Tetris. AVGEEK will transition in 2 lines to 424 for AVGEEK. Robin will transition 9 lines with 435 right now. So it looks like Robin will have a transition going, will have an advantage going to transition. 430 for AVGEEK, and level 19 speeds are there. Can the American player survive? It doesn't look bad. It's looking pretty nice, and a perfect clear for AVGEEK. And Robin transitions with 466, also trying to bring the board down. And we have a final race of this match. Level 19 speeds. Who can survive longer? Who can get more points? Who can be more efficient? AVGEEK Sports climbing a little bit, but with proper pieces and proper placement it can be done. Oh, now it looks tough, but still AVGEEK fighting. I don't know if there is not. Yeah, unfortunate top out for AVGEEK. 161 lines, 457 500 is the final score. Robin, you officially won the match, but feel free to play this game out. Level 19 Mullins, as you know, are strongly encouraged. AVGEEK, yeah, 2 deciders, 1 won, 1 lost unfortunately, but still, yeah, a nice way to practice some PALDAS in matches. Oh, so you had like a nice warm-up, friendly matches for warm-up, and then some matches in the league for points. So I wish you best of luck in those matches against Y. So yeah, and Robin tops out with 522. 020 is the final score for the Dutch player. Yeah, you're welcome, AVGEEK. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to host it. I always like to see the players doing their best, even if there are like tougher days. But still, PALDAS is a PALDAS, so yeah, it's difficult to master. So guys, let's take a look on the match stats of the final match of today between AVGEEK and Robin. Robin won the match in the decider. Highest score of the match went for AVGEEK, but the highest lines went to Robin. As far as the total score is concerned, the American player 2.7 million against 2.5 million for Robin, and Robin cleared 54 more lines. As far as the losing scores, AVGEEK on average and on median got some higher scores and lines. And yeah, this is how it went for today. So let's take a look on complete match card of today's Mörkö won 4-2 against James. Shuichi then won 4-2 against James, but it doesn't tell the whole story because James was very consistent today. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't like the scores weren't high enough to win the matches, and yeah, but very nice showing. And then two deciders for AVGEEK. The first one won against ZOHASSADAR, and I would like to say that yeah, ZOHASSADAR is making some progress. ZOHASSADAR is making some progress, and yeah, then the final match of the day we've witnessed a few moments ago between AVGEEK and Robin. So yeah, that's it for tonight. No matches starting soon. Sorry guys for that. So yeah, this was a final match of the day. I see that our friends from PALDASTetris are alive, so maybe it's time to write them back. See if it works. Yeah, the write has been created. So guys, thank you for watching. The next matches will be happening, yeah, after I come back. So yeah, check for the notifications, and see you later. And let's check what PALDASTetris is doing. Thank you for today. Bye bye.
There's for Jesper for NGC, and what's up, PALDASTetris with a party rated 15. Welcome to the NTSC version of PALDASTetris, where we are doing the league phase of the DAS Champions League, and we have a great match here for you. NGC versus Tegamek. Who will come out on top? Who will join the top of the league here? We are about to find out, as NGC transitions at 543, Jesper at 600,000. Oh no! Yeah, NGC was waiting for